And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we're going to play Norwegian airports on GeoGuessr. It's small, large, important, and insignificant. Norwegian airports are spread all over the country. This game created by Thirsty. We're going to have some fun with this one. By the way, just update with the channel. More games to come. Again, you have to bear with me at times. Got kids, I coach youth football, and I've got a job. So I'd love to make this a full-time job, but until then, it's going to be a little bit sporadic. But I will say we'll have a Norwegian town and city centers game upcoming over the weekend. This game is probably being uploaded on the 5th of April. We're going to get right into this game and have some fun. It's a play-along link for those of you that want to play along. Will be in the description below. And let's go. Norwegian airports. Let's find out where we're flying to and from today. And look at that. Bergen. Big question mark. You got a big hill. Stone wall. Or stone in the hill. So I'm going to guess this is the Bergen airport. Looks pretty large. If you've flown out of any of these airports that we're going to explore today, the 5 of them, or you are planning to fly out, or you've got a flight, let us know. If you're a pilot from Norway, again, let us know. And the platform and departures, Bergen City Center, Flybussen, and the big wall when you come out. So if I were to ever fly into Bergen, I'd come out of here from arrivals and, well, see that big sign. So let's see if we can get this. Can we go even further in? No. And they blocked that out. That was interesting. So any which way I gotta try to. Nope, not gonna work. All right. Should be pretty. I would say it's easy. I think we're over here. Again, I've done this a couple of times. I should probably know where the airport is in Bergen. And I guess Bergen you could fly anywhere. I don't think you can. Well, I could be wrong. Fly from Bergen to like New York. This might be more European. I thought the airport was down in this area. There it is. The Bergen Lufthaven. The helicopter terminal. It's not where we are. Where's the Bergen sign? Bergen, question mark. Yeah, so we're here. Rabagast. Fly chicken in Bergen. So yeah, pretty cool. I like this. It's almost like the Hollywood sign, right? If we can do that. Is that even possible? Should we even do this for a thumbnail? That's what I'm probably going to do. Why not, right? Get people to like watch. Get people to like click on it, right? Hey, I've been here. So at this parking lot, we come right in. I think we're right about there, and that's where we are. 9 yards, 5,000 points. It's a long way of saying, hey, we're in Bergen right out of the gate. Now we get some of the more challenging, but hopefully not. Wow, look at that. Look at those mountains. It's forbidden that you go past this fence. It's only for airport personnel only. We got a nice little town here, which is kind of odd because it looks flat, and then you got these sharp, jagged mountains just in this area to the southwest. Ankomst, arrivals. There's Hertz 9-seater van. Something I would have to rent for my family. We're not 9, but we're pretty large. Another Torgaten, another airport, helicopter. Well, there's Punch Buggy Red, an old Volkswagen Beetle. I think this might be the first time I've seen, well, no, I can take that back. I said this is probably the first time I've seen a Volkswagen Beetle on a GeoGuessr game and played, and I played a ton of them, but I'm pretty sure I've seen them in a Mexican city round, because I know that a lot of Mexican city taxis are green. I believe they're green. Volkswagen Beetles. All right, Andoya. Oh, Andenise. Okay, so I think I know where this is. I think Kirkenes. Are we this far north though? Yeah, I'm thinking Kirkenes is what I'm thinking. So maybe I've missed this one. Huh. And then I'm thinking it's like out here somewhere, but maybe not. Confused. I was like, for a minute, I said, I know where this is. No, I don't. I do not. Andoya Lufthafen Andenes. Right in somebody's front yard. All right, what I'm looking for now is I got to find the road sign. What route we're on. Ooh, no, that's not good. All right, there, that's better. All right, so we're on the 82, which 82 I think runs outside or out west. Is this the 82? I'm not sure what's going on. Why I can't see 80 Bodo. All right. All right, here's 82. So Andenise. Feel like I've. Yep, there it is. We've been here for something, and I forget what it was. Andoya Lufthafen Andenise. All right, so. There's Hertz. I think we're here, right? So we go north into a tunnel. Yeah, I think we're here. That's where we are. Andenise. Andenise. I'm probably not pronouncing this right way. Look at that. I didn't even see this. The stadium's really close. The sports field, I guess. Maybe not a stadium. The Shell. Remo 1000. We have to do a Remo. Oh, we're all right. So hotels, resorts, restaurant. We got to figure out the next Norwegian game. So I got to figure that out after the town centers because that episode I'm gonna get back to doing that on a Sunday or Monday. You should expect a Norwegian town and city center games. All right, we got something. It's a photosphere. We've got a dirt runway. Probably an abandoned runway or something. I have no idea where this is. Not enough clues for me. The trees do look short, so it's got to be further north, I think. But I'm not so sure how much further north. I'm going to go. To an area like this. There can be an airport around here. I don't know. How far north should I go on this one? Maybe come down a little further. An area like this. Gruben. It's probably. What do you think around here? I don't really know. Between Bodo and Trondheim. really closer to Bodo, but I'm going to go there. Not even close. 291 miles away in Kautokino. Kautokino Fly Strip. What is up here? The quickest way, this place is probably closer to Helsinki than it is to Oslo. The E45, okay, so we've got not too far away from our friends in Munio, Finland. So you go south from there into Finland. Interesting. All right, we get the fourth round. That was an interesting round. Looks like something Vik. Barvik. Oh boy, Barvik, Rorvik. Something Vik, I think. I would hope. One lane road. There's the runway. The bog of Norway. It looks like a bog or something. And hopefully this thing's not sending us backwards. So this is an interesting game. A little different because, again, a little bit off the beaten track. We got one round where I just had no clue where it was. 200 miles away. Again, this is in miles because I'm, yes, an American playing this, so I don't know if there's going to be questions about kilometers versus miles, but anyway, hopefully people can understand that. But now we're going to go ahead on this road probably for 10 minutes to find out what road we need to hook up with, which might not have a sign that says, hey, we're on the 80 or the 17, but here we are trying to find the location of this little tiny airport in the far reaches sterling white halibut. Oh, okay, here we are. Rorvik. Okay, so Rorvik Airport, Rorvik. And we're on the 770, so let's go far north on this one. Not far north as Svalbard, but maybe not as far north as Bodo, but we're about to find out here on this one. 73, the 804. There's the 17, so it wasn't too far off. I think this is the 770. Yeah, so I said the 17, which is crazy. But here's a 770 in Rorvik. We just got to look for Rorvik. Here we are. All right, so I think I've seen this at some point. Yeah, probably. Yeah, so there it is. Namsos Rorvik. Drag, the town of Drag. Drag. Lund. Salzbruket. Högnis. All these like interesting town names. Grong. We live in the town of Grong, Norway. Egersund. 770. The Rorvik Airport. Where are you? The small one. How far away from out of town? Gotta be. There it is. Rorvik Lufthaven. Rym. Hertz. There's always a Hertz, it looks like, in airports in Norway. I'm not sure why that is, but there we are. So one lane road to the airport. Where would you fly from Rorvik? I guess just to Oslo. The Fly Pass Way. What is that? Flyplassveien. Rorvik. Snarvingen. Stord, Lufthaven. Oh, we finally got a plane here. We got a plane. The dog's barking, probably because somebody is you know, coming in the door, going out. Something's always happening here on the weekends. I'm playing this game on a Friday evening, United States times. As a prop plane. Okay, so stored. Look at these trees. Some interesting pine trees. They almost look like pine trees that you'd see, or this type of pine in Australia for some reason. It just looks, or like New Zealand. It's really neat, like the landscape. But anyway, we got another. I guess it's a single lane. It's a double lane road, just no middle line. Steered. Luftham. Got to figure out what's the difference between Luftham and Lufthaven. But anyway, yeah, as always, anywhere corner of Norway that you turn always presents another like beautiful scene, right? Like you come around the corner and look at that. Beautiful trees, the water, the hills, the mountains, the pines. A lot of cool places to visit, a lot of cool places to fly into and fly out of in Norway. And I often wonder how much the wind impacts like some of these, like Rorvik out on the Atlantic coast. Gotta think that it's going to be pretty windy, pretty choppy, pretty turbulent flying in. But I could be wrong. By the way, I am not the biggest fan of flying. I'll be the first to admit. But it's what you have to do to get to places, especially if you want to get to Norway. But yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of flying. I like flying. I like planes. I like airports. I like to track stuff when I see them overhead. But for whatever reason, just something about taking off and thrust doesn't like really appeal to me until I get at least above 10,000 feet and beyond. Then everything's good downhill. There's a nice dog there. Nice couple out for a beautiful walk on what I think could be a beautiful morning, but I'm not entirely sure. Steward Lufthavn. So Lufthavn versus Lufthaven. Lufthaven. And wow, we did 2.5 kilometers on the GeoGuessr stored commune. That map doesn't really help me. I think this sign might though. 5:45. So. Sorry, we're Stavanger. $5.19. Haugesund. I feel like we should be around here somewhere. 5:45. Here we are. 5:45. Steward. Sandvik. There we are. McDonald's and Steward. How about that? People were saying to do the Burger King game because there's more Burger Kings throughout more, but here we are, Steward, and we got a McDonald's. And so anyway, where's the airport? Is this Steward? Oh, it's the island, I think, right? Steward Lufthavn. It's probably the island. Island of Steward. Or the... Somebody's got to let me know what Steward is. It's probably like the island, I'm guessing. Budget rent-a-cars for this one. No Hertz. I was about to say Heinz ketchup. But anyway, beautiful location, beautiful place to fly into. And I'm thinking we're right about here on the airport road. 5,000 points. This is a fun one. We went kind of all over Norway on this one. Norwegian Airports, fun game. Hopefully you beat me. At least I got 20,000 with the photos. Anytime you put a photosphere in there with me, anything over 20K is pretty good. Pretty happy with. But yeah, let me know what games you'd like for me to play from Norway. And if you like this video, hit the like button, share this with your friends. And if you have not, and you're listening to me right now, listen to me. You haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel, helps, just helps everything. I would really appreciate if you did that. So, until next time, have a good one. Cheers.